Hi guys, Dave here back with another video. And before we get started, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's been supporting the channel lately. I feel like just like a week ago, I was at like 12 or 14 subscribers, and as of recording this, that number has doubled. Um, so it's really cool to me to see some growth. And like I open my phone, I check my channels usually every morning, and to see a new subscription or even just like a video went from like 12 views to 15 or a new comment or anything really makes me feel super great. And a lot of the comments that you guys have been leaving have been really nice and really supportive, and that literally means a whole lot to me. That means so much. So I just wanted to thank you guys so much, and I'm going to keep doing my best to make content that's watchable, quote unquote, uh, and enjoyable, because, I really want this thing to become something, and you guys have been really making that a fun process for me. So thank you guys so much for everything. So to say thank you for all your support, I'm gonna probably piss some of you guys off today. I feel like that's the move, right? Uh, um, so today we're gonna be discussing my personal top five most overrated anime characters. These are characters that, for the most part, I don't necessarily hate, aside from like maybe one or two of them, but they're characters that I think are massively overrated. Um, I mean, no disrespect to anyone who likes these characters, but in my opinion, they're overrated. So let's get to it. Number five, my fifth most overrated anime character is Eren Stupid Boy Jaeger. Look at this dummy. Look at this big dummy. This scene in particular pissed the shit out of me, alright? His character goes from being this whatever. I never was really a fan of Eren, to be honest with you. He almost ruined the show for me, but luckily there's characters like Armin, Mikasa, Erwin, Levi, a bunch of other great cast members that, picked up the show when the protagonist couldn't do it. But this scene in particular, look, telling Mikasa he hates her, that's just not true. What is this? What is this turnaround? Like, he goes from being this guy who only cares about his friends, who does all this Titan stuff because he loves his friends. He saves her because he cared about her. And then what is this huge tonal shift of like, oh no, dude, I never cared about you. Or no, I gotta get like the emo boy hair going. Hold on, give me a second. I never freaking cared about anything. I never cared about you. Like, it was whatever. I don't even care. Like, this is the equivalent of like when you're playing D&D and you have that one guy that just like goes off on his own. It's like, hey dude, do you want to like fight the dragon with us? No, I've got my other stuff to deal with. I'm a rogue elf ranger. I'm just gonna go on my own and do my own thing, man. Peace out. I've got other business. Like, it's so try hard and it's so lame. And are there some badass stuff that he does in season 4? Sure. But you could say that about any anime character. Even the worst ones at least will maybe do one good thing. He's annoying to watch. His complete switch in everything that he does is super annoying. Yeah, we've seen little spurts of anger throughout, but his complete disregard and like, turning his back on the homies, I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with dissing your homies like that, bro. And, not to hate on the people behind the character, but, like, I've never been the hugest fan of Bryce Papenbrook's acting, to be honest with you. I always, like, equate, like, why the hell whenever he gets angry, I always equate it to a basset hound. Why does he sound like whenever Eren goes Titan or even just gets a little annoyed, it's always like this. Here, hold on, this is my reenactment of Titan angry Eren in the key of G. Kill everybody. Save them. Why does he do that? That's so annoying. This was cool. Good job, Armin. Punch that little fucking asshole. Do it again. See, that's not fun. That's not cool for me to watch. I don't like that. But it's just so unnecessary. It's so annoying. Eren is a fucking asshole. He's so overrated. Everyone, I see comments that like, man, Eren's kind of right though. Eren's a badass dude. Eren's kind of cool. Like, no, he's not. He's a fuckboy who became emo for some reason. Like, what? Why is he doing this? These are the people that have stuck by him since day one, and he's just like all of a sudden like, nah, dude, we gotta be enemies now because fuck you. That's why, dog. Like, it's boring. It's annoying. It's so aggravating, and I guess that's kind of the point. Like, in my opinion, I feel like you're supposed to hate Eren. He's the bad guy. You're supposed to not like him, but yet. And the reason why he's number 5 on this list is even with all that, he's still so overrated and so hyped up to be this amazing. And I have people saying that Eren Yeager is the best anime character of all time. That's a real thing that I've seen, and I just can't fathom how people hype him up that much because he sucks. And the video ended. So we'll move on to the next one. I guess that's a sign for me to stop rambling. Yeah, that's number 5, Eren Yeager. Fuck him. Number 4 on my personal most overrated anime characters is Sasuke Uchiha. Where is he? Right here. And big caveat, Naruto Sasuke. Not Shippuden Sasuke. Shippuden Sasuke is fine, which I think, if I'm remembering correctly, this footage is from Shippuden. So, you know, at least you guys get the better version of Sasuke. But Naruto Sasuke from the original like Naruto series is a twat. Is a little shithead. Yeah, man, your family got murdered and your brother was the one who did it. You know, boo-hoo. You know, freaking tell a joke once in a while, dude. Okay, like. You can lighten up a little bit. You don't have to be doom and gloom all the time. But in all seriousness, he's a jerk. He's a jerk to Naruto. He's a jerk to Sakura. And a lot of people have their issues with Sakura. I don't mind her. But even if you don't like her, like, you can't just be mean to people, dude. That's not cool. He's not a team player in the beginning. And the only saving grace for Sasuke is he's voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, who's like my favorite voice actor. But like that's the only thing I like about Sasuke. Naruto Sasuke. Again, that's who we're talking about. He shows really, in my opinion, a boring arc. You know, he goes from gloomy and brooding to like kind of opening up to his team and his friends and kind of sort of becoming friends with Naruto to then becoming jealous of Naruto, which it's like, dude, hey, fuck you. This kid literally overcame every adversity in life. Everybody hated him. Everybody wanted to see him dead. And he gets a little bit of success, and then you're going to be like, yeah, but like, I want to be as tough as Naruto. Like, Naruto can't be tougher than me. That's stupid. That's dumb. That's annoying. And like, they had that fight where like, Sasuke blew up like part of that water cooler thing, and he was like, oh yeah, dude, that's awesome. And then he looks and Naruto blew up the whole back half of it, and then he goes into some depressed like emo boy rage about it. Oh man, Naruto's better than me, dude. What the hell, dude? Naruto's freaking better than I am. Like, chill, alright? You're both really good. Just like, be chill about it. The biggest thing about Sasuke for me is yes, his depressed emo boy rhetoric of like, I'm just gonna be dark and brooding and whatever. Like, that's annoying. And maybe it's not directly his fault, but I'm gonna blame him. He spawns the most boring part of Naruto. At the end of season 5, when Naruto and Sasuke had their fight and Sasuke leaves, I thought that was the end of the show because it had such a logical conclusion. They finally fought each other. Sasuke leaves. And then even at the end, they kind of tease like Pervy Sage taking Naruto and going to train. So like that was wrapped up. Come to find out that there's like 2 more seasons of complete and utter garbage and filler and just crap. And it all spawned because Sasuke left the show. Now some of you may be thinking, Dave, that might actually be a bonus point for Sasuke, because you're telling me that him leaving caused the show to get worse. Fuck you. Next one hurts me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, because it's from an anime that I, among many people, adore, but I can't deny the fact that this character is extremely overrated. And that, Goku. This scene always gets me, though. Krillin's my favorite character, and I always hated that he died. And to be fair, Dragon Ball Goku is not what I'm talking about. Dragon Ball Goku had an arc, he had character development, he was interesting, he was fun to watch. Look at this. Look at when he goes berserk. Because, you can't fuck with my boy and get away with it. That's what's going through Goku's head right now, verbatim. Those words, those exact words. But anyway, I picked these clips at random, so I didn't know that this scene would be playing. I kind of just want to watch it, honestly, right now. But back to the video. Goku is the most overrated character from Dragon Ball, in my opinion, because after, the Namek saga, he does nothing. And his character goes from this fun-loving kid who has growth and, kind of grows up with the audience and with the viewer, and he stops that and turns into just a bad father and a meathead who just loves punching things. And it's boring. It's so boring. And again, this probably isn't the best footage to show, because at least for right now, it's just Kid Goku, and he's the best iteration of Goku. But Super especially, boring, overrated, boring character. And all of it may not be Goku's fault. A lot of the fan base loves to hype him up. And I get the classic meme, oh, could he beat Goku, though? Oh, but could this guy beat Goku? Probably not. Goku's extremely strong. The only character that could probably beat Goku is Saitama. And just a quick sidebar, people love to say, yeah, but that doesn't count. Saitama's a joke character. But that's the point. That's the point. It ends right there. He defeats enemies with one punch, and he really doesn't get hurt. He would beat Goku. That's the entire point. If you want to split hairs, then you could say that anybody could wind up beating Goku because of X, Y, and Z. You can't just, say that Goku beats everybody, and then when somebody says, well, but Saitama, he beats guys in one punch, that's kind of it. You can't be yeah, but that one doesn't count, though. That one's different. No, it's all anime. It all makes sense. It all counts. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Goku is overrated a lot by the fan base, and because of that meme specifically, because it just becomes boring. It's yeah, man, Goku would win. But also, just from the perspective of watching him, this is probably his last good character development moment, is when Krillin gets killed yet again, and he goes Super Saiyan. Other than that, oh, this isn't the moment, this is something else. But you get it. The Namek arc was the last good thing he did. Because then he turns into this meathead, wanna-fight asshole. Flash forward to Super, and people have their problems with Super. I didn't hate it, but I understand what problems people had. But, the Zeno Kings are hey, I don't know, should we, destroy the universe or whatever? And everyone's yeah, don't, though. That wouldn't be pretty cool. That wouldn't be nice. But if you are going to destroy the universe, maybe we could, figure out a way to do it. Or how about we figure out a way to have you not do that? And then Goku just waltzes in but dude, though, I don't know. What if everyone just kind of, fucking fought each other? That'd be pretty cool. This guy is such an irresponsible asshole that he threatened the destruction of the known world because he wanted to see what would happen, because he wanted to fight people. I get it, forget about your son, forget about your wife, forget about your other son, and go train, but leave the rest of everyone out of it. Vegeta has a better arc than Goku, because Vegeta goes from villain to good guy, and to guy who cares about his family. Goku goes from good guy who cares about people to muscly meathead who only cares about fighting. And that's it. And that's all he does. Like, Vegeta is a better character than Goku. Gohan is a better character than Goku. Friggin' Piccolo's a better character than Goku. Everyone is a better character than Goku. And it's with that reason alone that Goku is overrated. So, number 2 on my most overrated characters list. I have to stand like this to block the screen or else it's going to ruin the magic. But number 2 is none other than Mr. R. Kelly himself, Hisoka. Hisoka fans, why do you like this guy? Legitimately, tell me why. You guys are bigging up a pedophile over here, bro. He's not a good character. Like, it goes beyond the fact that I don't like him and more into the fact of, wow, I feel morally wrong every time he's on screen because he's fawning over these 2 young boys. And that's it. He's a little cool clown guy. I don't know if people like the Joker so much and they think, oh, wow, that's anime Joker. But at least the Joker was a bad guy, but I feel like he would draw the line at, like, sexualizing children. I don't know. That's just me. I think that's a weird thing that people, for some reason, just overlook because it's like, oh, he's kind of quirky and funny. No, he's a creep. He's a creep. He's an asshole. He's not a good person. He's not a good character. He fits in that category of characters. Have you guys ever seen that meme where it's like, if you idolize any of these characters, you miss the point? And it's like Rick from Rick and Morty and like Dexter and like, who else? I don't, the Joker was one of them. Hisoka's right there with him. He's supposed to be a bad guy. He's supposed to be somebody you don't like. But yet people love this guy, and I just don't get it. I mean, I don't even feel the need to explain myself any further. He enjoys children. That's it. That should be all. I shouldn't have to say anything else. It's not fun to watch. It makes for a very uncomfortable viewing experience. I love Hunter x Hunter. It's a great anime. But I hate Hisoka. I hate whenever he's on screen. Whenever he's fawning over Kilo and Gon, it's super uncomfortable and just not fun. So, overrated. He should be number 1. The number 1 character has a special place in my heart for being overrated. But theoretically, he should be overrated. He should be number 1, rather, because he is just bad. He's not like a bad character in the sense of like, I don't like him or poorly written. He's a bad character because he is a bad person. That's it. And at number 1, this pick may get some flack, but in my opinion, the most overrated anime character is none other than My Hero Academia's Katsuki Bakugo. Bakugo, in my opinion, is the epitome of a worthless character. He does nothing. There we go. He does nothing except the occasional cool move and scream. That's it. He's not interesting. He's always angry for no reason. At least with Sasuke and Eren, they had a tragic backstory to fall back on. Bakugo has 2 loving parents. He goes to a good school. He has a lot of friends somehow. I don't know how. I don't know how he has friends. But he's always yelling. He's always angry. And he's just annoying. It's an annoying thing. He's annoying to watch. He's unpleasant when he's on screen. To the point where I feel like sometimes the anime forgets he exists. And I sure as hell forget he exists. I mean, look at that face that just popped up. Look at that. There he is again. That dumb face. That's who you want to roll with? With the massive amount of cast in My Hero, that's your favorite character? I'm not even going to... You know what? Fine. If you like Bakugo, totally fine. I think he's at the very least overrated for the reasons that I mentioned. But I'll go further. What does he bring to the table? He's not a good rival for Midoriya. He's just super mean to him. Being just outright mean to someone doesn't mean you're a good rival. It just means you're an asshole. What's he mad about? Like, oh, All Might trained Midoriya, but I wanted to be trained by All Might. Get over it, man. All Might's the most popular hero in the world, and there are probably countless other young kids out there that want to be trained by All Might. You're not special. You just happen to pick Midoriya. Live with it. Deal with it. And even before that, you can't even use that as an excuse as to why he's angry with Midoriya, because he already was mad at him and was already a dick to him ever since they were children. So what's the point? I saw this take a while back, so it's not just me who feels this way, but Todoroki would have been a much, much better rival for Deku. He actually has an interesting backstory, his whole dad being the number 2 hero, and Midoriya's dad being All Might, who's the number 1 hero. That could have created some conflict. That could have created some interesting writing and scenarios. Bakugo is boring. He doesn't add anything except, what he does add is the need for me to turn down my volume whenever he's on screen, because he is so just loud and obnoxious and just not fun to watch, and I just don't get it. With all the characters in My Hero, you have All Might, you have Midoriya, who honestly is probably one of the most well-written main characters from any recent show. He's not just some power-hungry lunatic, but that's fine. You don't want to go with the main character? You've got Asui, who's my personal favorite. You've got pretty much any student in Class 1A except for Mineta, because he's a creep, and then Invisible Girl. I got nothing against Invisible Girl. I just think she's kind of, boring as well. But pretty much any other student is more interesting and worthwhile than Bakugo is. I don't get it. Seriously, I don't get it. If I'm missing something about him, let me know in the comments, because I don't see it. Yeah, he does cool stuff like this, and his grenade powers are neat, but he's just this loud, brooding asshole. Look at that. Look at that dumb face. There it is again. But I feel like I'm repeating myself. So that's my most overrated character. Again, not even a terrible character, but just a super, super overrated one who I hate watching on screen. And I just don't like him at all. So that's it. Those are my top 5 most overrated anime characters. Hopefully this video was fun. Hopefully it was watchable. I don't want to piss anybody off too hard. These, at the end of the day, if you like any of these characters, that's totally fine. Except if you like Hisoka, then I will be calling your parents and telling them that they failed. Other than that, if you like any of these characters, no hate to you. That's the beauty of anime, is there's so many great perspectives, so many great characters that you can, we can have 2 separate opinions on a character and still both be valid. Hopefully the video was fun. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the support, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.